It's not a mansion, it's a time capsule.
There is some sort of negative energy.
Eliza, are you here?
What the hell is that?
That was so scary.
Dude, there's something running around upstairs. Jesus!
There are things in this world that we will never fully understand. We want answers. We have worked years to build our credibility, our reputation, working alongside the most renowned professionals in the field, capturing groundbreaking proof of the paranormal.
It's climbing up you.
I can't give you an explanation.
This is our evidence, our ghost adventures. We're in New York City to investigate the oldest home in Manhattan. Dating back to before the Revolutionary War, the Morris Jumel Mansion once served as George Washington's headquarters during the Battle of Harlem. Soon after, enemy troops took occupancy as both British and Hessian armies occupied the location. Then in the early to mid-1800s, this historic edifice was enveloped in darkness as the mansion's most sinister occupant laid claim to her home.
This is the first location we've ever done in New York. So
Actually,
I think that's
in
pretty
the
cool.
city.
Yep, with a lot of history, too.
Right.
We not only wanted to investigate this mansion because of its epic history, but also because a company which documents the acoustic properties of historic buildings recorded some incredibly compelling evidence during a routine audio test.
They captured EVPs and disembodied voices.
That's pretty cool.
Even a girl singing. You're looking for West 162nd?
Right there.
Damn.
This is awesome, man. There's the mansion right there.
That is friggin' awesome.
Yeah, this is old school, man.
Morris Jumel Mansion Museum. Built in 1765, this Georgian masterpiece was George Washington's headquarters in 1776. Later, it was the home of the colorful Eliza Jumel. Wow, the headquarters of George Washington. Locations don't get more historic than this. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Do we want to come in and take a look around?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Are these all the original wooden floors?
They are, so you're actually standing on the same floor that George Washington stood on.
Wow, holy cow.
That's amazing.
And John Adams and Thomas Jefferson and
You can
Alexander
almost
Hamilton.
feel that electricity go right through the soles of your feet, up through your body.
We believe these original wooden floors can also act like an old movie projector. And the fibers of wood are like magnetic film reels, storing all the information from the vibrations of the past. Then, at unpredictable times, they release visual presentations of what was recorded. Something this staff member is about to validate.
I'm walking down the stairs. So then I see something like coming down. So then I turn around.
What did you see?
I saw a boot coming down the stairs.
You saw a boot walking down the stairs. Was it in motion?
Yes.
It was, as it was coming down.
And I think it's because all the soldiers stayed up on the 3rd floor. And one actually died on the stairs. he tripped and fell on his own bayonet.
Really?
Yeah.
Did Naomi witness the apparition of this Hessian soldier in the exact place where he died? Or could it possibly have been the spirit of George Washington?
Do you want to see George Washington's room?
Yeah, where is it?
Down the hall.
This is where he slept during the Revolutionary War, huh?
And so to get into this room, we actually walk through one of our secret passageways.
So this was a secret passageway. Ow!
That's what happens when you mess with the house.
Gosh, pinch my finger. Secret passageways, cool.
While the mansion's most famous ghost may be George Washington, our research indicates its most infamous and malevolent spirit is its namesake, Eliza Jumel.
So this is Eliza?
That's Eliza.
Did she die in the house?
She did, in her bed.
She did?
Do you want to see her bed?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is her bed right there.
Is that the original bed?
That is the original bed.
Because whenever I say that, I picture the deceased person there. I can visually see her.
We know that when a person spends so much time in one place, their spirit becomes part of the fabric of the location. Eliza spent 55 years eating, sleeping, living, and dying within these walls. What part of her still lingers behind?
Has there ever been any sightings of Eliza?
Yes.
And how do you know this?
There's actually documentation of a group of school students that are standing outside waiting to come up and open up the house and start their tour. A woman comes out on the balcony and tells them to either be quiet or go home. She disappears. And then the educator runs up and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. There was an issue with the subway system. I'll open up the house and we'll get started."
So she wasn't even here yet.
She wasn't here yet.
So Eliza, what balcony would that have been?
Right to our left. They finally come into the house and they get up to the second floor by the portrait, and the teacher's like, "Oh, that's the woman that came out on the balcony." And of course the educator that worked here was like, "That can't be the woman because she's been dead for 100 years.
As our investigation digs deeper into the tale of Eliza, we begin to uncover her dark history.
Now, it's also rumored that she possibly helped her first husband move on to the next life. He's helping a friend off horse and cart and somehow falls and trips on a pitchfork.
Is it still a mystery to this day whether or not she did in fact help him along?
The rumor has it that she helps clean his wounds, aka taking the bandages off, and he bleeds out.
To death?
Yes.
She is suspected of a murder.
Question.
Yeah.
The other thing that I thought was interesting was about some seances that took place here.
Hans Holzer.
Hans Holzer?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hans Holzer, he's like a forefather.
Legendary for paranormal, yeah. And actually said that they actually made contact
With
with...
Steven. Hans Holzer comes in, they set up the seance, and they make contact. Steven supposedly says to Hans Holzer that, "Yes, my wife murdered me."
Holy cow.
Steven has not been seen nor heard since then.
There's a part of you that really, really wants to connect with their spirits because it is a rush. And it does give us a clue that there is life beyond this mortal life. And those clues can be gathered in places like this. It's not a mansion, it's a time capsule full of precious objects that were connected to the people that lived 200 years ago.
We continue our quest for the truth at the Morris Jumel Mansion, searching for that one extra piece of information that could lead us toward the answers as to how and why this place is so rife with the paranormal.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? So, as the archivist, what can you tell me about the deaths that occurred in the house?
There was a servant girl who killed herself. She hanged herself on the 3rd floor.
There's a woman who killed herself
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Really? She committed suicide. I definitely think if there is a haunting here, we know the history behind it. And if we do communicate with any spirits here at this mansion, we may just know who they are. And these spirits may be very important, iconic figures in American history. That's how this lockdown is different. We may be contacting spirits that help build this country. I think we really need to try and document their presence in terms of the best evidence we can. I think it's a great idea if we invite Bill Chappell to our investigation.
Yeah, we should, definitely. Because he gives us the best visual equipment.
Hello.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Zach.
We're filming right now, investigating the history over at this mansion in New York City. I just want to know if you are available for a Thursday night investigation.
Yes.
Okay, then that's awesome news. Are you going to bring the full spectrum Kinect cam?
Yes, and then I'm bringing a handheld version of it with me.
Okay. All right, well, thank you, Bill. You're the man.
All right, sounds good.
Okay,
Zach.
thanks, Bill. Bye.
Nice.
There is some sort of negative energy, especially down here in the basement.
I did get hit with a glass.
After our day of filming at the Morris Jumel Mansion, the whole tone of our first investigation in Manhattan is about to change. We receive an unexpected phone call from our researcher who tells us that a bar owner hears that we're in town and is in need of our help to rid the dark forces that haunt Katie's Bar in Smithtown, Long Island.
So we just drove about an hour and a half in New York rush hour traffic. Not fun. Brian's waiting for us right now, so we are going to go meet him and see what the problem is. Hello.
Hi.
Brian.
I'm Brian.
Zach.
Zach, nice to meet you.
I was able to see some of their surveillance footage. It was pretty alarming. Did you do any history on this building?
Yeah, when we found out that there used to be a hotel that stood on this foundation, and it burned down December 5th, 1909.
Did you find out were there deaths?
No, we weren't able to find out if there were deaths. But it just feels like that darker presence in the basement has to do with that fire.
We now meet with Dominique, who was the victim in the most profound experience here at Katie's Bar.
Was it you in the video that got hit with the glass?
I did get hit with a glass.
In your leg?
Yes, I remember just tending bar and getting people's drinks, and then suddenly I felt something, and I almost felt like there was a swoosh kind of behind me or a feeling behind me, and then I felt the actual impact of the glass.
Do you Do you think these glasses were just falling off the racks, or do you think that they were actually taking flight?
I do think that they were taking flight, because when we looked back at the video, we could actually see that there was some force behind it, and then also the way the racks are set up, there's usually space after the glasses. There really is no way for the glasses to just fall off.
The most infamous apparition is Charlie Klein, who was one of the proprietors of the Smithtown Hotel, which was right next door to the property where Katie's Bar now stands.
Charlie Klein got in trouble during Prohibition.
Was he killed or did he die on the property?
He killed himself.
He killed himself?
Yeah, there's a copy of the death certificate
Does it
hanging
say
on the
suicide
wall.
on the...
It does.
It does. Where's the death certificate?
It's right over here. Let me show you.
Yeah.
This is the death certificate right here.
Wow. Gunshot wound through the face and head. Suicide. Mental depression.
The newspaper report of Charlie's suicide also hangs in the bar.
It was found that he had blown the entire upper portion of his head off. Wow, they're really detailed in their old newspaper articles.
He held the gun between his knees and apparently leaned over with his head in line with the end of the barrel and pushed the trigger.
Do you think that the building suffers because of the paranormal experiences?
There is some sort of negative energy that surrounds, especially down here in the basement. As far as Charlie Klein's concerned, you know, something terrible happened to him, and it's so sad, and I can understand why there would be that negative presence.
After speaking to Dominique and Liz, we realized the hauntings at Katie's Bar may have a much deeper effect on Brian. So I decide to go back in, away from the cameras, to see if he will open up about the darkness that plagues his bar.
Hey, Brian. Just being real blunt with you is that you seem like in denial sometimes, though.
No.
Has anybody, ever fell into, oppression?
Well, that would be me. Of course, I've been depressed because business is bad. I've always felt it feeds on me. It loves when I'm at the bottom. If it's Charlie, because he's in a similar situation, the bar, and he was struggling, and he was depressed. I think they like the struggle.
So do you think that the negative energy here, this entity has inflicted these types of emotions with you and staff?
Absolutely.
And like to see you guys argue and fight?
Yeah, man, I need help with that. Place feels like just a drama.
Yeah.
I lost my two best bartenders over just...
Because of drama and bull?
Vibes.
Were there a lot of arguments and
Over nothing. I did see a guy get punched in the stomach.
Where did he get punched in the stomach?
By the pool table.
What was he doing?
He walked in here, he was a big giant biker. He goes, that thing in the basement, I want to with it. I want to kick its ass. I go, you're going to beat up a ghost. Like, dude, what the He goes, I'm the toughest guy in Long Island. I want to go with that thing. And he went over by the pool table, and I just seen him lift it up like something.
Really? Hit him?
Yeah. And he went, that thing is no joke, and I've never seen a guy again.
Jeez. It sounds like you've got a lot of evidence already, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I need help because it just feels sometimes the vibe, man.
A bad vibe.
Yeah.
Can you please show us how you can move objects?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Charlie, we need answers from you.
Okay, right now we are locked down in the mansion in New York City. Zach and Aaron are in Long Island. They're at Kate's bar.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it again.
You heard that voice?
Bill, did you hear that?
Our friend, electrical engineer and inventor Bill Chappell will be investigating with Nick and our audiovisual tech Billy Tolley, using some of his latest state-of-the-art ghost hunting equipment.
We have all these static cameras set up all throughout the whole house, and we're just kind of feeling out the atmosphere, feeling any energies that's crossing our path, really just taking in the environment right now.
Brian, how's it going again?
How are you?
Good. So we're ready to investigate.
Great, have at it. I think you're going to be very busy tonight.
Okay, bar's empty?
Bar is empty.
This door's unlocked for us?
It is.
Okay, we will notify you when we are done.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
See you guys later.
Okay.
Let's go, dude. We got an X camera right here, an X camera right here, along with a thermal camera set up here. Not only that, but I went ahead and I just lined this whole bar up with EM pumps. Give it some energy for these spirits to use, and maybe throw another glass.
Was it you in the video that got hit with the glass?
I did get hit with a glass.
If there's any spirits here that can see us or hear us, we're here to help you. We can talk to you. Can you throw a glass, Charlie?
Charlie Clark got in trouble during Prohibition.
Was he killed or did he die on the property?
He killed himself.
Can you please show us how you can move objects? Charlie, we need answers from you. It's spirits like you that can help us and help skeptics and give us closure about death. If you can move a glass for us on cue, then you've made so many thousands and millions of people. You've given them closure about the afterlife.
We're bringing something easier for you to talk to, okay? All you gotta do is talk out loud while he's using this.
Charlie, are you here? Can you hear me? Can you come through and say hi? Or talk to us?
Why did you kill yourself? Because of depression?
Okay, so right now the SB7 spirit box has not said a single word up here at all. We're gonna go downstairs now where Brian said is the darker energy, and also told me off camera that somebody got violently punched in the stomach by an unseen force.
Really?
Yeah.
I did see a guy get punched in the stomach.
We're coming downstairs.
And honestly, if you don't like that, you can try to stop us and...
Okay, shh. Is there someone down here? If there is, can you speak to us?
Noise is happening up there.
Brian, the owner, is right. The basement has a totally different feeling. It seems more negative down here, a hostile environment.
Listen. Shh. Listen very closely, Aaron.
What's wrong, dude?
I just felt nauseous all of a sudden.
The f was that?
That, dude.
Aaron and I are locked down at Katie's Bar in Smithtown, New York, where I am experiencing a very negative feeling.
You all right? What's wrong, dude?
I just got real dizzy, man. The f was
what
that?
Was that, dude? That was a knocking sound.
Turn your light on.
On?
Turn your light on.
Hello?
Aaron, I just got real dizzy, and then that's when that happened.
Yeah, dude,
I'm still spinning right now.
It sounded like someone knocking.
I'm like, vroom, vroom, everything's like teeter-totter.
What's wrong, dude?
I just got real dizzy, man.
What was that, dude? That was a knocking sound.
Who is that? Who's here?
If there's anybody in this house, come to my voice and follow me into this room. Follow my voice into this room. Walk in here. Or does she not let you come into this room?
Nick and Billy walk around the Morris Jumel mansion attempting to record EVPs or spirit voices, while Bill Chappell monitors a 3D Motion Connect multi-spectrum camera array, which also has an environmental sensor measuring humidity, temperature, and barometric pressure, all elements that could fluctuate at the same time of a spirit manifestation.
Can you say something to us? What do you think about us being in your house? Can you move something? Can you make a noise? Are there any soldiers here? Is there anybody in the attic? We're going to be coming up there. Always like to walk around just to feel the energy that's still circulating in the environment that we're putting ourselves into. Because once in a while you walk through this static charge that will just stop you dead in your tracks. And that's when you know to really make connection with the recorder and start asking questions. It's kind of like our two dimensions cross paths. Walking down this hallway right now. Whoa, yeah, it's really weird in here. I just felt nauseous all of a sudden.
Down at the end of the hall?
Right here. Does Bill Chappell have that camera, that handheld camera?
Yeah, I have it down there.
Bill, bring it over here really fast. Billy, I'm literally feeling it through my legs, all the way up to my face.
Really?
No. Is there someone here with me? Are you affecting me right now? Is your energy here? What are you seeing, Bill?
Nothing.
I swear, that looks like there's someone standing here.
Nick validates himself as a sensitive because as he feels spirit energy around him, a voice is captured on his recorder.
I swear, it looks like there's someone standing here.
How you feeling, Nick?
Nervous.
Because of the presence Nick feels around him, Bill Chappell brings over his mobile hybrid camera system, which uses Microsoft Kinect with 2 infrared UV cameras and 2 thermal imaging cameras to see if he can capture it visually.
Do you live here? Tell me if you see anything, Bill. There's something weird about this room.
What is your name?
What the hell is that?
Jesus!
Bill Chappell, Billy, and Nick are locked down at the Morris Jumel Mansion in New York City, where Nick is sensing something strange.
There's something weird about this room.
Raise your hands up, Nick, so we can. Yeah, see, that's what we do. It's Nick. Okay, you can put it down.
See, I don't feel it now. I feel fine again.
You like me behind your bar? Use that device and tell us your name. What is your name?
Something just moved back here, dude. Quit hiding and talk. Jesus!
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's bull. There's no way.
Where'd it go? Oh.
There's no. Whoa, and then something just flew at the bar.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Whoa, whoa, Aaron. Holy bro. I was on you and I could hear the tape, the gaff tape on that rip off. Whoa! Whoa! I could hear the gaff tape of that rip off. You back up and I see this ball light shoot from behind the bar here. We taped up the exit sign with a black trash bag in heavy-duty gaff tape. There is no explanation for it to be ripped down like this. Then, this very strange mist-like anomaly appears from behind the bar and disappears in the middle of the screen. We refasten the plastic bag over the exit sign, then try to make direct communication in an attempt to validate that a spirit is responsible for this.
You can see this sweeping, and it's been running the entire night, and we have not had a single voice come through. Not a speck of voice. Nothing. And we're near New York City. And this is just going to show you that this spirit box, the way that this is designed, this is not pareidolia, where just tons of voices are coming through all the time, and we're just looking for the answers.
Recorder? Okay.
Listen.
It sounds like someone running around.
That's loud. Right as we begin our next SB7 Spirit Box session, we hear something hit the floor directly above us.
Listen.
It sounds like someone running around.
After we watch our X cameras rolling up there, it was nothing from the bar, but perhaps near the stage where this bartender saw a bottle cap levitating.
I had a bottle cap thrown. There was a bottle cap that like flew across the stage.
Dude, there's something running around upstairs loud.
What does the sign read above me that you tore the thing off? What does that sign say? Exit.
I heard that, bro. It said exit.
You may laugh at our reaction, but investigating the paranormal is our true passion, and we get very excited when our spirit box has been on for over 2 hours with no voices and then intelligently answers me when I ask what it just ripped down and what the sign reads, validating that a spirit did this activity.
What does that sign say?
Is this anomaly the spirit energy that we are interacting with?
You just made me a believer that you're here.
Hey, that just freaked the Dude, it freaked me out because you couldn't. That
Did
was
you hear the
like,
exit?
Yeah.
It goes, how did it say it?
Exit, yes. Like real soft and long.
We just heard a spirit voice come through and say exit. You said exit, dude.
Dude, that was awesome.
Nick now tries conducting an SB7 spirit box session in the room where George Washington stayed in 1776 during the Revolutionary War. For about 20 minutes, no voices come through, but then something strange happens.
Tell us to stop and we'll leave your room or make a noise really loud and scare us. What was the...
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Whoa, what's that? What the hell is that?
Dude, my eyes are watering right now. That was so scary. Bill, how do you explain that?
As Nick, Bill, and Bill Chappell continue to investigate the Morris Jumel mansion, they keep trying to communicate with the spirits.
Make a noise really loud and scare us. What was the...
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Whoa, what's that? What the hell is that?
The floorboards freaking moved under my feet, dude.
It was going...
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
It was right here behind me.
I heard that.
Like a real loud rumbling or...
What was that?
I was standing right here filming you, and the floorboards under my feet moved.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
I was standing right here like this.
Well, that's why I explained it before. It's like
I could
rumbling
feel
on
the floor. The floor moved. It went like that.
Yeah, no, I heard it, Bill.
Out of me.
Wow. Is there someone here with us that's making that noise? Or are you trying to scare us?
Not only do all three of them hear what sounds like a soldier stomping his heavy boots, but in a moment, visual evidence will be collected to connect this astounding chain of events.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I go, make a noise to scare us or tell us to stop and get out. Tell us to stop and we'll leave your room or make a noise really loud and scare us. What was the...
Did you hear that?
Who made that noise?
Right after this spirit takes credit for making the rumbling noise on the floor, Bill Chappell is absolutely stunned to see something manifest right behind Billy where the floorboards just made that rumbling noise.
Who made that noise?
Whoa.
So what do you have going on now, Bill?
Hang on just a second. Billy?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
is that?
You should film it.
No, we got it. We got it.
We got it
Whoa,
back
don't
again.
move.
It's like it's sitting. That's bizarre.
It's like near your feet. Now it's gone.
Well, that's where I heard the noise. It's right here behind me. It's like someone just walked up right behind me.
And you're capturing, right, Bill? So you have.
And I felt the floor move, the floorboards, right here. So that's kind of weird.
Where'd it go? That was weird.
What did it look like, Bill?
Whatever it was below.
Oh, there it is.
There it is again. Oh my God!
Oh,
you see that?
Yeah. I got it.
It jumped up to the ceiling.
What the hell is it? It's like near you.
Billy stepped to your right.
Whoa.
Is it
Whoa.
right here?
Don't move.
Is it right here where this hand is?
It's like on. What the heck? It's climbing on top of you.
Is it right here?
Yeah.
I can't see you. Dude, it was climbing on top of you. It's on you.
I can see stuff moving, dude, up here.
Oh, I just lost it.
Dark shadow.
I just got the chills going.
God. Right up here, Nick.
Where? Yeah, that's where it was.
Right here.
That's where it was.
I just saw a black shadow thing. Like mist. It was like.
Oh, it was weird. It was down low, and then it went up to the ceiling.
I felt my head.
And then it was a full body on top of you.
Is it this hand? Because I can.
It was. Yeah, it was.
The hair is standing up on end right now.
Oh, I got the chills too.
Wow.
Bill, how do you explain that?
What did it look like, Bill?
I want to know an explanation for that.
Wow, I can't give you an explanation.
Using a 3D mapping system, they encounter a second form right next to Billy. And to add validation that this anomaly is not any type of malfunction or glitch, the infrared depth camera on the left, where Billy is in yellow, indicating he is closer to the camera, a change in the environment has occurred on the right side of him, represented by this blue mass, the same exact place where the Kinect camera is mapping a form. In the next frame, the blue mass turns orange in the IR depth of field camera, indicating a change in distance that the form has made between the camera and the background. As the form or unexplained figure appears to climb upwards behind Billy, the IR depth camera also documents this blue mass that was not here before the form manifested earlier. The compelling issue here is that Billy feels something and sees a black shadowy mist with his own eyes. Also taking into consideration the loud rumbling noises.
Did you hear that?
The spirit taking credit for those noises. And last but not least, the IR depth of field camera is able to capture changes in distance from the unexplained form next to and behind Billy that matches identically to the Kinect camera images.
I've never seen anything like that.
Dude, I have the chills. It's climbing up you. Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't move.
Oh, we lost you.
Holy Dude, that just gave me the chills. Holy crap, dude. My eyes are watering right now. That was so scary.
There's weird energy over here.
Bill, that was climbing up your arm.
I was just holding still.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So Brian, we're just gonna wrap up our investigation. Okay. There was a couple little things that happened that we're just gonna show you from the camera. So we don't have time to, export this to a big monitor or anything.
Okay, so watch, there's Aaron in the center. The exit sign is fully gaffed up. Okay. There it gets ripped off, right? You saw that? Yeah. Because you could hear that thing just...
Yeah, that didn't even just peel down, it just ripped off.
Right. Watch when he goes over there, he's going to point the camera down to the ground to look at the thing that fell.
Oh, yeah.
You see that anomaly?
Yeah.
We don't know what that is yet. We still want to blow it up.
Yeah.
But that's the only time we captured any type of anomaly on the camera.
Yeah.
Okay? And it was a very strange shape. And then now, Aaron, do you have that queued up?
Pretty much.
Again,
This is coming right from the camera. It's a little bit hard to hear. But remember, we haven't heard any voices up to this point. And so I was really on this exit sign and I asked the spirit, can you tell me what the sign read that the cover you just ripped off?
Right.
What does that sign say? Exit.
Could you hear it?
Yeah, I've heard that voice before.
You have?
Yeah, I've heard that voice before. That's great. It goes exit.
Do you wearing headphones or something?
No, we just heard it in the moment.
It's crazy. The epic history of the Morris Jumel Mansion and the dark energy that surrounded Katie's bar seemed to be two locations in New York that were diametrically opposed. Yet each location's lockdown proved that the hauntings at both locations were deep and dark.
What was that, dude?
Is the Morris Jumel Mansion still inhabited by the ghosts of Eliza or even George Washington? And does Katie's bar still harbor the dark spirit of Charlie Klein?
Jesus!
And will it continue to torture the soul of Brian?